Developing tonight, Florida is getting a 6-week abortion ban in 30 days and counting.
But voters will ultimately decide if it stays that way. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa is live in Miami with the major decisions from the Florida Supreme Court. Christian.
And that court decided not on the merits of an amendment that will be on the ballot in November. It decided on whether or not the language in that proposal is clear enough to go to a vote. And so now, if 60% of Florida voters approve, the right to an abortion will be constitutionally protected.
This is ours to win.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
It now comes down to the people and how they'll vote on these 49 words making up an amendment to expand abortion rights in Florida and do away with state bans.
It would say that the Florida legislature cannot restrict or delay access to abortion before viability.
The amendment reads, no law shall prohibit, penalize, delay, or restrict abortion before viability or when necessary to protect the patient's health as determined by the patient's healthcare provider. This amendment does not change the legislature's constitutional authority to require notification to a parent or guardian before a minor has an abortion.
It doesn't define what viability is. It doesn't define what a healthcare worker is.
With only a 4-3 majority, the Florida Supreme Court decided to allow the proposed amendment to be on the November ballot, saying, based on legal standards, the language is clear. But anti-abortion activists contend it's dangerously vague.
Vagueness is the reason many laws are struck down at the state and federal level. So if this were to be approved, I would fully expect a federal lawsuit.
Floridians are smart. They understand what we want. They understand what the language says.
The court did uphold a 15-week state ban on abortions and cleared the way for a 6-week ban passed by the state legislature.
Thank goodness that in November, Florida voters will have the opportunity to correct the mistakes of the legislature.
It is infanticide that they are trying to enshrine the state constitution.
The court also cleared the way to put marijuana on the November ballots. So if enough Florida voters approve growing, selling, and consuming marijuana for recreational use, will be legal in Florida. Live in Miami, I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.